I just noticed these clouds. They may not amount to anything. Well, actually, I noticed a little while ago. But look at that bank of clouds. You see it? You see that line? Okay, above the red Jeep or whatever it is, Explorer actually. And anyway, you see that heavy line right there above the trees? Okay, are we maybe supposed to get something from the Gulf of Mexico, I guess. The clouds have been interesting all day. By the way, catch our videos when we release them about the hey Cindy, I've been concerned about you. I haven't heard anything from you in a little while. You doing all right? You doing okay? Making it? Surviving? Living like a princess or what? I don't know. Anyway, probably short. I'm going to just leave this. I found the clouds interesting. Storm chasing again, possibly. Thanks for the thumbs up. Oh, anyway. You ever go to Walmart or someplace? Oh, I am so sorry that you've had death in your family. 3 of them too. Wow. Well, generally, yeah, that's generally a quiet time. Clouds are moving this way. My condolences. No, I ain't got the mower fixed. But if you hear real close, it hit and fired when we sprayed carburetor ether in it, or carburetor cleaner. And it's got great fire on it from the spark plug. Jumps real well. So what I'm going, pardon me. What I'm going to do is I had to think about that because I blew out a tire going down the highway. That's always fun. Had to limp it in. Took an hour and a half to cover about, I don't know, 5 blocks. 10, I will say about 10 to 15 blocks. Right after thinking about city blocks, LA blocks. Just got a new tire put on. Those videos will be coming out soon. I've not done it live recently. Not in a week or so. I like the clouds. They're pretty. So, I gotta figure out where it's leaking the gasoline out of. Maybe just buy another mower. We're in the mowing season pretty well. Hi folks, thanks for joining. Oops, some of y'all just left. Isn't that pretty? We're just looking at the sky, seeing what kind of storm may materialize. And guess what? If we have a storm, I'll come back on and broadcast some of it. I hear some folks out in California, maybe Arizona, New Mexico, and what have you, Nevada, they'd like to have some rain. I kid you not. We got so much rain, I hit the brakes on my truck, and it rolls off my roof, down the windshield. I ain't talking about slamming on, just stopping. And then, hit the brakes a little harder so it stops a little quicker, and watch it come down like, yeah, we've had rain. I don't want to say too much because we're going to need more down the road. Rain, what's rain? Yeah, Cindy must be one of those folks who want rain. It's, little water droplets from the sky. If it's been a little while, I tell you. And not to mention, if it, pardon me, I got something in my eye. If it, my grandma used to say that that's God watering. Remember the old buckets with the metal buckets, watering buckets with the spout, and it had a thing you screw on the end of it? Things I didn't pay much attention to. Wish I still had them. Arizona, yep. But don't worry, it's a wet heat here. Humid, oh my goodness. My light tan shirt is dark brown. Anyway, but it's pretty cool. The clouds are. Anyway, so in between, well, recently, there's some kids who one of them really think her value of her real estate is, oh well, I don't know. That's something that was said as they walked by. They were talking among themselves, so we'll leave it be. Hey, Jaxie, lives in boxes. Hi, Joe. Shelf clouds? Hey, I'll go with that. I have no idea what you call them. I just find it interesting, man. How you doing, Joe? Everybody say hi to Cindy, if you don't mind. She's friendly. Sometimes it's just a good time to say hi to folks. Brighten their day. And I've been looking at this one. JB, all of us. Okay. Hey, JB. That's your first initials. Yeah, see, Cindy said hey to everyone. Took a little tumble the other day. That was interesting. Let me tell you about all the nice people I met, okay? I needed that. Young lady at McDonald's. I just said it, my tire blew out. I got a spare, but it's on the front of my vehicle. I actually got a spare tire, but no rim, because when that semi truck hit me, it took out that rim. I had to do a little fixing on my truck. Oh, I'm okay. I just sore from that fall. Anyway, this young lady, she was so concerned. I would say 25. She said, "You gonna be all right?" Yeah, real concerned. I thanked her for being genuinely concerned. I guess I bored everybody else, Cindy. They left. Anyway, and she said, she thanked, and then said, "Well, in the morning, if you're here, come by and tell me how it worked out. I'll be here." Well, I was still there the next morning. We camped out because you can't drive too well on 3 tires. I did limp it about a mile and maybe about a mile. I don't know. I know it's getting to be a fish story. It's getting longer. You see how those clouds kind of broke up a little bit? So, anyway, so what we did, it cost me $194 rounded for a tire, mount it and balance. And it's a truck tire. Man, shout out to Big O Tires. It's a 10-ply tire, man. And it's a AT. I don't use street tread. I do go off in the dirt once in a while, not the mud. Anyway, so what else happened? Oh yeah, so come along and another guy came along and loaned me his wrench, and a young man come by. He's from Arkansas, he said. He's traveling through as well, and he broke them all loose for me. Got the tire off for me, and he looked perplexed. He looked sad that he wasn't going to get done for me because I had to take the tire down the road. His mama, and I guess dad, I don't know about that, but his mama's right there. She raised him right. I was real, I was taken by that. And then another guy, he came back. I went over, walked about a half mile to the dealership because I didn't have a tire tool because the other man loaned it to me in the morning, right? And I get back to him. And after calling around and everything else, guess what? Went to Big O Tower, O as in Oscar, and 193 back. Went to Walmart first because it's easy to get warranted on because there's so many of them. After he goes through everything, and I already told him I sitting on the side of the road, and he said, well, he said, I can give you an appointment, but I can't do it today. I thanked him for his time, showing me his tires. I don't know why he took my time and his, but I mean, he was a good guy. He may not just heard that I was sitting on the side of the road. He said he's triple book, and I carried it in. I got a ride. Anyway, take a look at these beautiful clouds. They're darkening up. But that shelf cloud, as he called it, it's kind of over there now. Hey, Dake, little doggy. How much is little dog in the window? That's cute. Anyway, I'll be doing. Yes, there is. There's more to it. And I apologize. I just can't think of it. I was in and out of Big O in 20 minutes or so, maybe 25. Part of that is because I didn't realize that. Whoop! I didn't mean to video her. I have no idea who she is. Anyway, 25 minutes, as I didn't know my tire was just sitting there. We put it back to the other truck and took it back. I could have drove off with it. These people are so trusting. They're just amazing. Of course, I wouldn't drive off with it, and they probably knew it. And man, somebody, another guy come by after I went over to the dealership, and he come over twice because he grabbed the wrong socket, and he tightened up my lug nuts because we got them on, didn't have a wrench. I just asked him because I didn't want to walk a mile and a half to go buy one, and he said, I'll come over, blah blah blah, and they were having some kind of whatever. So I sat and ate barbecue with them. I mean, man, you know what I'm saying? And then in dealership. And then what else happened? He got the idea. Another guy, he come by. He worked at that McDonald's where we were near, and he came back by. You know what he did? Brought his air impact, electric impact, and a four-way. He gave me the four-way. I graciously accepted it and thanked him and for his kindness. Normally I would turn it down and say thank you very much. He goes, I don't need this thing. They've just been sitting back on the shelf. It looked brand new. But you know what the funny thing is, or interesting, like I said, normally I turn it down, but he would have been insulted if I had turned it down. So I would have offended him. I took his business cards. I'm not in my home area by any measure, but what I'll pass it, pay it forward, pass it on. So, man, it's getting noisy here, folks. If it's too loud, I'm old, right? I'm old, I guess. But no, I just like the clouds. And they're filling in. It's going to storm. Must be coming out of Gulf of Mexico, if I'm not confused. So, yeah, it is nice, all these folks. I've been putting up on both channels. I've got more than that, but I don't do much with the others. But try and put up every morning a little 3-minute segment of Sunday praise and worship. So, anyway, Cindy, I will tell you, our friend from California, he was kind of concerned too because he hadn't heard anything. So what I'm saying, his channel lately, he hadn't been putting much out. And Anthony, oh hey Cindy, You watch them all. Yeah, thank you. I put them out there for you on both channels. So I put them out for everyone naturally, and one who will listen. See, look, that's north in direction. Okay, man, huge potholes. Okay, ooh, I missed 90% of them, but they had 10% I felt. Now I was in the emergency room for over 5 hours, which I've spent 12 or 15 hours before, right? And you know what? I'm watching traffic, so if the screen's kind of funky, I apologize. But they got me in a little quicker. We got a good sized group. Hi everybody, we're just kind of looking at the sky, just saying hi, and just kind of jibber jabbering, as my grandmother used to say years ago. But I made video about the little segments about the tire, the blowout, and everything else. I struck something in the road. Anyway, so they brought me back a little quicker, and I think, Cindy, you know why. And this is kind of westerly. Anyway, they checked me out with the X-rays, 3 different CT scans. That's still great video. Showed him, his wife, and his niece. I don't know if he's got any children. He never really talked about that. He's quiet. Have to make up for it. Never say a word. As far as I know, it's doing fine. He's a truck driver. He'll appreciate that. I think it's a Peterbilt. I couldn't see it that close. It's red. Every time I see it red, I wonder if it's him. So, anyway, so Anthony's doing fine. I think our friend Rob in California just kind of taking a break. So, he's probably got stuff in his life keeping him busy. Take a look. Yeah, the clouds are filling in. Oh, you can't hear from the wind. Okay, let me back up. I pulled in the parking lot. Anthony is okay, as far as I know. He turned loose a great video. Fantastic. And he hang on, fellas. Let me just get parked here first, okay? Well, I could probably talk. I had to cut it short because he got behind me. Hey, it worked out, man. I like it when a plan comes together. He's going to try to drive in behind me, not realizing I backing into my parking space. Okay, Anthony is, boom. Anthony is doing all right as far as I know. When Rob is talking to you, I can't see his comments. It's like I'm blocked. I'll mention that to him, okay? He's not talking to me right now. Okay, right now you got my logo on my truck. There's some other folks around want to maintain their privacy. Ow. Yeah, I'm a little sore. Man, for being 23 years old, I feel like I'm a lot older. Okay, when everybody stops laughing. You all know that back in 1944, we were on June 6th at D-Day in Europe. Make sure it's charging. Shut my door too. I ain't traveling alone. I just what have you. In the parking lot, a lot of people walking around. I'll come back on the video here in a moment. And I know, I was just helping somebody else. I'm muted for a little bit. Cut to your right. Hard. Hard right. And back up. Come on. Hard right. All right. Don't come back yet. Come on up. Hurry up. A little more. All right. It's your choice. I helped somebody park. Obviously need help. Okay, anyway. Are you there? Okay, I'll talk to, not talk, but you know what I mean. I'll comment to him about your, I'll comment to Rob about you not being able to do, see what he's saying. So, anyway, sorry folks, I'm a little tired today. I want to show you this. This is nice. Okay, yeah, nice striping, huh? And left the truck running. You got an American flag. The old boy, I'm sure it's for, I love that color, it's just beautiful. Maverick. Anyway, Sam's Club, right? That's what I want to show you. Look at that bluff. They cut it down. They cut the hill down, solid rock. And back over there, maybe that's I don't know what it is, a bunch of gravel. Maybe that's a quarry over there. Those clouds don't look so ominous now. Yeah. Anyway, welcome to Sam's Club. All right. Oh, you're welcome, Cindy. Okay, just you and me. You know, I got that cancer thing going on with 2 different cancers. So that chemotherapy stuff makes a person bleed and they don't clot as well. To go back to the question a while ago, or what I was telling you about, the person I was telling you about being in the emergency room. Anyway, gonna go over and I'm gonna check to see if they got one of those chickens. Yeah, well, we'll just, let me zoom out. Now we'll just take a look at Sam's Club. Looking around. That's pretty good to do. I got a little bit of limp, folks. That fall I took. But, you know, it's amazing. Oh, Cindy, you know what somebody did, or anybody else who's listening? Thanks for coming on, folks. We're just talking. First it was the clouds, unique formations, and you'll be able to go back and look at that. So an old boy, today is, what is it? 82nd? Oh wow, if it's the 82nd, that'd be great. Anniversary of D-Day, 1944. Somebody do the math, it's 26. Does anybody else eat fish bait? I don't. Sorry to insult you. Susie's. Oh man, this stuff, I've lost my way, but I sure like looking at it. Okay, when you go to Sam's Club and you buy chickens, be sure to check the time on it. I don't know about this one. I've not been here. Okay. 4:44. So that's about 3 hours. You really want to eat something that's been out that long? CS 230. 203. That's against some health codes in some county. But don't matter how good or bad they look, they've been sitting out here for a while. See, look, 203. That thing looks pretty decent, relatively speaking. But for $5, it's a good snack. $4.44. Okay, folks, it's about 7:45 my time. Yeah, I'm in the Midwest. No big secret. Anyway, I don't know. They'll be out there for a little bit. So, D-Day. Tell you a story about D-Day. Yeah, I got an uncle. No, I'm not 100 years old. My grandparents had over a dozen kids. Yeah, I guess they had happy marriage time. Anyway. But you know, they built that old furniture, including beds, pretty good back in the day. Grandma was 5'9", part Indian, you know, You know what? That makes me part Indian as well. Okay? And that's just how it is. I'm a mutt. I like that. That's anyway, I hope you can hear me above her chatter, and I don't know what she's saying. But she was, I don't even know what I was talking about. Oh, and my dad was pretty much at the end of the line, and I came later in life. But I had 2 uncles. One went through D-Day, marched across Hitler's Europe, and he was 30 years older than my dad. 30 when my dad was born. How do you like that? And
Not in the movie.
I'm on video. Anyway, so having cheese pizza and some hot dogs. Feast made for a king. I guess I gotta go get my
I had a question.
stuff.
I wanted to see.
Can you hear me now? I'm yakking away and I think I hit the wrong button on the screen while I wasn't paying attention. Anyway, hot dogs and pizza. Not the best, but you know, I do like them. I don't eat that much pizza. He just walked up and sat down. Strangers. Okay, there you go. I'll tell you what, the other day, or this morning, oh, that's the man who loaned me the wrench. I walked up and asked him. Anyway, what I was going to say, him and me talked. Now, he's a Democrat, definitely, and he's black gentleman, probably. I don't know, 60s is what I'm guessing, and he definitely had some spillover from years gone by, what he had encountered, okay? I can't really blame him for that. But we talked for 2 hours. I never did get the man's name. A few minutes. Never did get his name. He never got me, as far as I can tell. Oh, man. I don't remember. But good down home, folks. You know what I'm saying? We talked about politics. He used logic. I didn't agree with everything he said, but he's giving me insight to his thinking, and I appreciated that. Okay, this is how you build a hot dog from Sam's. See if I can do this. I don't have the system. So yeah, I'll just sit and talk to folks and whatever. You'd be surprised. I got a friend of mine from when I was 17, put on the relish. See, you get a cooking show, you get a weather show, you get your ear talked off show, and all in one little going live. And I can't remember, what's that famous lady cook? I can't remember her name. And no, not the one that Trump put in jail the first time around. Martha Stewart. By the way, I knew Martha Stewart's gardener, one of them, through his mama. No kidding, man. It's just interesting. He and me over the years. He's very good at his work, and he was very much a lefty, I'm going to say. And I don't swing the way he's throwing. We'll just leave it at that, okay? But, man, what great gardening tips.
Alright, I'll take it.
No, sir. Anyway, that's my hot dog. For $1.50, can't beat it, eh? What? You what? Hang on. We cooking, yeah, baby. Mr. Peterbilt, good to hear from ya. Try Anthony Napier, his YouTube channel. He just showed the truck he drives every day. This much cooking as I do right now on the road. Let's see what it tastes like. Now, I can make some brisket that just I guess Mr. Truck Driver left. Now I muted that one on purpose because they're kind of loud. I may finish up my hot dog and leave.
Still getting chicken.
Sauerkraut is good for the gut. And I like the way it tastes. I gotta set my phone down because we gotta get out of here. Oh, nobody's running us out, but I like to, get out and not worry about, well, it's their personal time too, you know what I mean? I like the hot dogs at Sam's Club. I like their. Hey, take a look at that. That's pretty cool. I've seen different things at different clubs. That's pretty cool. I paid $3.75 for gasoline the other day. Here's $3.94. And that's at Sam's Club. Is this the new norm? Have a good evening, miss. Premium ice. Yeah, see how that point comes? I'm back again. Somehow I got disconnected. It said unable to connect. I probably walked away from their Wi-Fi. Yeah, I know what all this stuff is. Man, that's a lot of gravel over there. Must be a quarry. There's mounds of it. See, it goes back over there too. Or is there something else? Oh well. Well, tell you what, Cindy, I think I'm about done. I'm gonna have to drive and what have you. If it rains or something, I'll, you know, there's that cloud back over there. But yeah, as far as I know, see, it's breaking up over there. Really think that's neat. I zoomed in again. Rolls of clouds. Nice young family. Relatively young. Well, I'm glad. You have a good evening. Okay, well, I'm going to say, you folks, have a good evening. This will be released pretty soon, and what you'll see is some clouds, you'll hear some talking, and you'll see some interesting sights. If you like natural formation, well, after humans changed it. I'll see you all later. Take care, Cindy. Huh. Yeah. Oh, Cindy, if you're still on there, I'm going to put this up. Some jackass actually called me, told me I was an example of American racism. Me. You know who killed my son? So, I just can't believe it. He's from India someplace. We'll catch you later.